Welcome back, Central Ohio, to my YouTube channel. Today is June the 30th. It is the last day of June. Tomorrow will be July 1st. We are going to do a little quick market update for Central Ohio. I'm going to cover a lot of things in this video, guys, including the top 5 zip codes showing list price increases year over year still. I'm also going to show those bottom 5 zip codes, if you will, as well as some other really cool things. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, guys, give feedback on the videos if you find them beneficial or not. That way I can continue to improve my content. But here we go, guys. Central Ohio real estate market update, the last one for June of 2025. The update is going to combine some price trends, list to sell insights, zip level breakdowns for buyers and sellers across those hot or cooling markets in Central Ohio. I'm not covering every zip code. I'm just covering those hot and cooling zip codes. Diving right in, the ones that are showing list prices increase year over year, we got 43215, 43201. Which is your Italian Village Discovery District. It's the historic downtown area, which continues to show really strong demand and tight supply, which leads to increase in prices. Next is one of the fastest appreciating zip codes in all of Ohio, not just Central Ohio, the entire state, which is 43081. A lot of people do know that, which is where my home office is at Century 21 Capital Gold, but that is over in Hilliard, Ohio. 43014, which is Pickerington. Again, it's one of those popular Columbus suburbs that sees a lot of buyer activity, which keeps the market slim and trimmed in that area and continues to push those prices. 43116, which is Commercial Point. It is a very rapid growth village fueling upward pricing. Again, it's the growth and it's fueling that price increase in Commercial Point area. The next is 2 zip codes grouped together, just number 1 was on here. It is 43206, 43207. It's notable value appreciation and revitalizing communities. South, I don't know why I actually put north. Both of these zip codes are on the south side of Columbus. One of them encompasses and reaches down to around the Children's Hospital area. The other one is a bit more south, down to the other side of German Village, if you will. Again, but these are noticeable value appreciations, really targeting in on those revitalization communities and those zip codes. The 5 zip codes that are cooling the most, which is really going to be 6, because you're going to have 43227 and 43232, which encompasses the southeast part of Columbus. It is tightening there due to affordability caps. So those areas are starting to slow. They're starting to see slower appreciation, which is a great opportunity as inventory rises in those zip codes. It'll be a great opportunity when things are a little bit more on the market to be able to negotiate with sellers if you're a buyer. If you're a seller in one of those markets, the really big key thing is going to be to get the right price out the door and not chase the market down to maximize what you get. 43228, again, is slower at appreciation at this point. It does still have some moderate inventory growth, so the growth there isn't quite where it needs to be to pull back the price point even further. 43204 reflects a cooling and price escalation. We're starting to get to that kind of baseline where we're not seeing a lot of market uptrend and price point, which encompasses the Westgate area. 43209 is really a Bexley and Columbus kind of touches out to the Whitehall area. We are seeing some softening due to the increased market time in that area, which it's kind of interesting to word that as market time, because what we're kind of looking at and the trend we're seeing there is when things are staying on the market a little longer than people want, they're taking some price decreases to get things to move. 43223 is Franklinton area. There's a lot of price volatility in the gentrifying zone in that area. You're seeing a lot of price volatility in that area. If you've been looking in that area, now might be the time to really hone in and try to find your best 2 or 3 options in that zip code, to try to win some of those listings, if you will. The zip codes with seller concessions or sales below ask. This is a really big one, guys. 43228, which we mentioned up in one of the cooling areas, is high below ask frequency. It's part of the citywide 38% stats. Citywide, 38% are selling below list right now. If you'd go back a couple years, they'd be selling over list still. But 38% are now selling under list. And a big portion of that is due to the help that 43228, which is highly frequently below list. That will be a really good area if you out in that Galloway area. This doesn't quite get you all the way to Galloway, but it does get you into Southwestern School District for the most part. That might be a really good area if you're looking to get out of Columbus schools. I don't know. Or if you want more out toward the Galloway West Side area. 43232, again, it's softening in that area because the inventory in that area are starting to increase. You're seeing a lot more sellers willing to negotiate. You're seeing a little bit of price reductions in that zip code as well. It is a very buyer-friendly area if you're looking for that 43232. 43223, which is Franklinton, is a really high area right now for buyer leveraging increasing. Again, that specific zip code, 43223, is really starting to flip over to a buyer's market. 43227, more seller flexibility on pricing. This Columbus Bexley zip code is on here because of market time causing concession-based closings. It's a really good time if you're looking at Bexley or that surrounding Bexley area. It's a really good time to really start honing in on those. Regional market snapshot for May of 2025. The Columbus median sales price is $290, which is now flat year over year. In general, Columbus is now performing what it did basically last year at around that 290 benchmark. Inventory has obviously increased. 3,774 homes in Central Ohio listed for sale, which is a 12% increase month over month. Average days on market is averaging right now through all of Central Ohio around 24 days. Keep in mind that includes your Dublins, your Westervilles, your Worthingtons that see a day to 5 or 6 days on the market, your Hilliards, and those more sought after areas. Those homes are closing a lot quicker, which is helping hold this number even at 24 days, which is still a 42% increase from last year. Below ask, again, we touched on this up above, 38%. Homes sold above list statewide, 37%, which is down 5 points year over year. Homes with price drops statewide, 26.6%, which is up 3.5 points year over year. We are starting to see those trends that are triggering it into a buyer's market. Key takeaways: Central Ohio market is cooling. April 2025 marked the first year-over-year median price drop since 2013. Strong list price growth remains in high demand urban cores and expanding suburbs. Big one here: seller concessions and below list closings are rising. It is a great time to negotiate. Inventory is building, which provides leverage for prepared buyers. It is starting to scream, guys. Now is the time. If you're wanting to buy this year, now is the time to get your pre-approvals ready. Get with your agent. If you need an agent, my name's Ben Bailey. I'd be happy to help you out. 614-397-7353 is my cell phone number. Text me, call me, whatever you would prefer. Let's look at these zip codes that we had mentioned above. 43215, which is Italian Village, Short North area. The median list right now, 407. Sells price, 380. 205, which is the driving park area. 320 median list, 310 is your average sales price. You see a little bit of softening in price in Westerville and Hilliard. Well, we didn't include the Hilliard zip codes. I'm getting rid of the Hilliard tag there. The median list price, 375. 365 for the close price. Pickerington, 345, 335. Commercial Point, a really good time there, guys. At 30, average closed is 315. Marion Village, 325, average closed is 310. South Columbus, which is that 07 zip code, 250, 238. Eastmore, Walnut Ridge, 225 to 210. Berwick, South Columbus, 215, 202. Georgesville, the West Belt area, 240, 225. Hilltop and Westgate, 230, 215. Bexley, Columbus, 420, 400. Franklinton, the 43223 zip code, 260, 245. Again, list to sell price. I'm telling you guys, now is the time. Get your pre-approvals ready. Get in the market. Start kicking some tires. Find you a couple homes that you really, really like. And talk to your agent about buying now. Buy now, refinance in 6 months. I've been saying it for a long time. If rates come down in 6 months, which they are projected to do, if they do actually happen and to come down in 6 months, you're buying while the price is a little bit lower before price could go up. You're buying now while the price is a little bit lower and then refinancing in 6 months to get into a better interest rate. It will save you thousands of dollars in the next 5 years by doing it that way. Again, my name is Ben Bailey. If this was helpful, like it, follow me on YouTube, 614-397-7353. Text me over buyer's guide. I'll get you over a free buyer's guide for you to review over, outline all the steps you need to be able to buy. Thanks. Have a great day.